do something a little bit different. This is WWTube SZ5, but what we're about to play is Japan, turn number 8. And while I normally control UK, LT for other reasons had to drop out. So we're going to see what happens if UK controls Japan, and just to try to keep the US and the FEC honest so they don't throw everything over there at Germany. So we'll start off with their purchases. They have 31 IPCs. For 16 they'll buy an aircraft carrier. They'll buy 2 infantry for 6 and a destroyer for 8. That's 30 total, and we're going to bank 1 IPC for next turn. There's 2 combat movements. The first is going to be, let me make sure I get this right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. The first is going to be this one fighter from here is going to go 1, 2, 3 movements remaining, and auto kill that transport there in Zone 45. The next is going to be that these 3 fighters and 4 tactical bombers are all going to move in and try to take out this one last hit on the battleship here in Zone 46. And that's a movement of 1, 2, 3, so they'll have 2 movements remaining. And that's it for combat moves. Alright, so let's load this up on, we don't need to put it on the battle board or anything, but here's our cup. We've got a total of 4 at 3 and 3 at 4. Just need 1 hit. And we have just 2 hits, I guess, but that's all we need. So the battleship is sunk, but not before he shoots back at 4, and he gets a hit. So we are going to go ahead and take as a casualty a tactical bomber, and that's done. All these aircraft from there are now going to continue on and land in Queensland. So 1, 2, 3 he had remaining, and these ones with 2 remaining, 1, 2. Alright, some more non-combat movements. This transport here will pick up the tank and move him back to New South Wales. This tank here will move up to Queensland. The infantry in New South Wales will move over to South Australia, and the artillery in West Australia and the artillery in Northern Territory will all move to South Australia as well. I believe that is it for non-combat moves. Alright, so the last thing to do is we have a convoy there in the Philippines, and we have 1 convoy up there in Japan Home Islands. So we'll go ahead and roll those. Yep. Well, I guess first I should place the units. 2 infantry and an aircraft carrier are going in New South Wales. And, oh, by the way, mistake here. 2 of these fighters are supposed to be landing on the aircraft carrier. I'll allow myself the liberty of making that quick change. Alright, and so I think we're still good. Alright, so let's roll those convoys. So we've got 2 in the Philippines, and we have 1 IPC taken off, and the 1 submarine in Zone 6, and we have 5 IPCs taken off. So that is 6 IPCs removed from the Japanese, and they are at a base of 23 IPCs plus 5 for their objective of Sydney. So that's 28 minus the 6 is 22 IPCs collected. So let's see. 10. Oh, that's not them, that's somebody else. Get this right. So there's 20 and 2 plus the one they banked is 23. And I forgot to place the destroyer. The destroyer is going in C-Zone 6. Alright, quick recap. Let's see, in Japan we have 2 tanks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fighters, 2 anti-aircraft, 2 artillery, 8 infantry, and C-Zone 6 is 1 destroyer. In the Philippine Islands is 2 infantry. In Queensland we have a tank, 2 fighters, and 3 tactical bombers. In New South Wales we have a strategic bomber, 2 infantry, and a tank. In C-Zone, what is this, 62, we have 5 transports, a destroyer, a cruiser, and a aircraft carrier with 2 fighters on it. In South Australia we have 2 artillery and an infantry. Alright, that's it for Japan turn 8. Next up is the USA. Good luck, Piloto.